Today we have Dave Hall with us, a man that I'm actually scared of because he's so fit, he's so in shape, and he's so healthy. I feel bad about myself, okay? But no, in all honesty, we've got Dave Hall, the inventor of Cellercise. They also have a nickname for you. What was the nickname?
Oh, they've called me Mr. Rebounder for years.
Mr. Rebounder. So real quick, if I don't know anything about it, what is Cellercise?
Well, thank you, Wade. Cellercise is a whole different methodology of exercise. Typical exercise is limited. It's a manipulation of the body. We've learned how to manipulate it, but you'll never see a dog, a cat, a monkey, or any other species of animal out there pumping iron weights or doing some of the insane programs that you see on TV. And yet they're very strong, they're very flexible, they're agile. Nothing wrong about the current methodology other than most people just simply don't have time to do it. Cellercise, instead of weight lifting, it's weight bearing. The difference is this: if I took, say, 20, 30, 40% more weight and I applied it to this bicep 100 times a minute for 10 solid minutes, nobody would argue. Great exercise for the bicep, but now you got to do the other one and all the other body parts. Most of us don't have time for that.
Right.
So when you're cellercising, you're creating G forces, which is weight to the body. And as you're applying that weight over 100 times a minute, you're strengthening not just the muscles, all of them, but muscles, ligaments, tendons, bones, skin. How do you get a skin cell to do a push-up? You have to put it under weight. How do you do that? Well, you cellercise. The movement up and down is all weight bearing, and we leverage the weight by altering the angle of our body in different positions. So if you want to strengthen the stomach, you tilt a little bit while you're moving, and you do an isometric with an isotonic. So it tightens and tones and builds at the same time.
I'm sorry, you said we could do it with a gin and tonic? Is that what you said? We could.
Isometric or an isotonic.
Oh, sorry. Please continue.
No, it's good. It's calisthenic. You can target the thighs, the knees, the hips, the waist, the buttocks, the arms, even underneath the chin.
That literally sounds revolutionary. That is something that I've never. It makes total sense to me when you say it, but I never even thought about it until you just said it.
Most people have no idea what it is or how it really works effectively if you have the right piece of equipment to do it with. That's what creates the G forces. I've been doing it for 28 years, and it
obviously works, Dave. You are the man is in great shape. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this man is in great shape, okay? What got you started? What made you want to do Cellercise? What made you want to invent this?
Thank you, Wade. It was a personal awakening, if you will, because of a health condition, a health issue that I had. I was an average looking insurance agent working with a great company, Mass Mutual, in Newport Beach, California. And we were on the 16th floor, and I decided I was going to take the stairs up to the 16th floor. And as I was doing it one particular day, unbeknownst to me, they had the door open to the stairwell, and they were doing asbestos removal. And I'm breathing all the asbestos dust. I get up to the top floor, get into my office, my entire body began to shake uncontrollably. I sat down in a chair. My partner was there. He watched the whole thing. And I didn't know what it was, so I said, I guess I overdid it. Well, the next morning I woke up, the right side of my lymphatic system had collapsed. It had all tightened up. It was like a net. It felt like I was tearing something when I lifted my arm up. Took a hot shower, tried to loosen it up, didn't work. Lymph nodes grew, skin color changed. I began having lesions coming out of my shoulders, my neck, and my face. I felt horrible. I had 2 children, one on the way, and I thought, I'm not going to be around long. So I went to the doctors. Nothing they could figure out what to do. So I began my search for what I could do to improve the immune system, the lymphatic system. I fervently believed if I could live long enough, the body had the potential to heal itself. And in the process of that, I started an exercise routine. That exercise routine within 1 month changed my physique. I dropped a belt notch. My wife said, "Are you lifting weights?" And I said, "No, I'm just playing on a piece of equipment before I go to work." Well, after 6 months, everybody noticed. My energy level had soared. I was still fighting, the lesions for a couple of years, but eventually I didn't have any problems, and my physique had so changed.
All from changing the way you exercise.
All from changing the way I exercise. See, this is cellular exercise, not muscular.
That gave me chills. That gave me. It's at a cellular, it's, what did you just say again? What did you say?
It's literally exercise, not at the muscular level, but
At the cellular level. We don't think like that in America. We don't even think. I wasn't trained that way. You go to the gym, you build your muscles, you get heavier weights, and you hurt all day the next day. But that's not what Cellercise does. This isn't what you do.
That's a beautiful point, and thank you. I'd like to comment on that.
Please.
Because when you tear down to build up, they tell you to do it every other day. Because literally the body has to heal itself. When you tear a muscle, you tear the cell tissue, cell membrane. The cell has to patch the membrane with more protein to compensate for the tear. And then you tear it again. Then it has to patch the tear that's patched. And then you and
I was
so
told
forth.
that's what you do to build muscle.
Right, and you will build muscle, but it's not a healthy muscle.
It's not a lean muscle either, is it?
You lose flexibility, timing, speed, coordination. It is not our optimal health. It's a manipulation of the body. We've learned how to manipulate it. But again, you'll never see a dog, a cat, a monkey, or any other species out there pumping iron weights or doing these crazy programs. When you Cellercise, you take the weakest of your cells and you simply build them up. You can Cellercise every day, several times a day if you want. And you will build an entirely different kind of muscle, a strong muscle, but a fast muscle, a flexible muscle.
But that's just it. It comes here, and they can do it in the privacy of their own home. You said 2 or 3 times a day. They could take it on the road with them.
You can.
You can put it in the back of the car. I can take my gym with me.
We make it fun, easy, convenient, economical, safe, and portable.
Wow, say that again.
Fun, easy, economical, efficient, safe, convenient, and portable.
Wow, that was good. You're trying to take my job.
I want you to take your hand. I want you to squeeze my muscle. I've had thousands of people do this. Doctors, health experts, it doesn't matter. Squeeze the muscle.
This is extra, by the way.
So if you squeeze that muscle, feel how soft it is?
It's like,
where's the muscle?
where is the muscle?
Yeah, when I flex it, feel it.
What just happened?
I see. It's a very strong, hard muscle. When it needs to be, it's strong. But we're not tearing it down. We're not hurting. If you look at a dog or a cat or a monkey, and when their muscles are relaxed, you can almost push into their bone. They're just like this, but they're extremely strong. When you have cellular strength, which is different than muscular strength, you can do things the average person can't even comprehend or understand. Because your ligaments, your tendons, your fascia, your skin, the collagen. This is the next step, I believe, in athletic evolution, is that we're not just concentrating on muscles and ligaments, we're concentrating on the fascia. It
the whole thing.
That's right, it supports
the whole package,
thing.
yeah.
And that kind of strength gives me the ability, if I stand up and I take my foot, I stick it out in front of me, I sit down to the ground, and then I stand up again.
What just happened?
It's cellular. It's totally different. The kind of activities. Wade, I will be literally in 2 weeks. I'll be 62 years of age. I am having a ball. I'm having the time of my life doing the same things I was doing in my 20s and 30s.
That you look. I mean, I was going to ask you how old you were later, but I've got to tell you that right there has made me a believer. The important question is now, Dave, where can they get this?
Well, they can go to my website at www.cellercise.com and order it. They can give us a call if they have any questions. If they're dealing with any challenges like knee problems, hip problems, back problems, or shoulder problems, we actually have specific movements that are designed to address the supporting muscles and ligaments around the joints. When we strengthen the supporting muscles and ligaments that may have been damaged, then very often the issue just fades away, and we have testimonial after testimonial of people who have had this, including me, that have had these benefits from it. If people have digestion, elimination issues.
So you've got different exercises for every issue, and you're there for them. You'll answer that call. You'll answer that question for them.
We're there. I've got a great supporting staff, including me. They're welcome to call and talk to me. I'm happy to help them. Our whole objective is we've got the best unit in the market. There's nothing like this. It's not a typical mini trampoline or rebounder. It's a Cellerciser, and it's unique. It uses a unique spring system. It uses a unique mat material. So it creates resistance and support, so you can alter the angle of your body in different positions while holding onto the balance bar. So if you want to flatten the stomach underneath the chin, you tilt backwards while you're jogging. You can't do that on the ground or on a treadmill because it'll hurt your back, but you can on a Cellerciser. If you want to work the lower back and buttocks, you lean forward while you kick your legs out behind you. And you're creating a pumping G-force. That pumping action opens up the lymphatic circulation and circulation.
I mean, say no more. All they have to do is look at you. I mean, look at this man. He's 62 years old, and he's in better shape than me and everybody else in this entire audience. And I'm upset with you. I got to be honest with you. I'm a little upset, but I'm very proud of you too. So they can give me the address one more time. Give me the web address.
At www.cellercise.com. Our toll-free number is 1-800-856-4863. I guarantee results. When you get on this, you watch what happens to your balance, you watch what happens to your energy level, you watch what happens to body parts and functions. When your cells are stronger and healthier and working more efficiently, your body parts and functions will as well.